Facing the patrol officer, Dong Zhai couldn't help but chuckle, thinking that La Jiang is really a man of action. The officer immediately softened, grinning and saying he was just joking. After speaking, he bent down, swiftly pocketed the wad of cash, cursed as he left, and watched the patrol boat drift away. Dong Zhai felt a need for fresh air, hurriedly opened the cabin lid to let those inside breathe, but froze upon lifting it. After inspection, he found everyone inside wasn't breathing. From the captain's guess, he realized the radiator might have exploded. This led to a gas leak in the fishing cabin, causing poisoning. Lao Jiang soon arrived and could only shake his head and sigh at the scene. He fell silent for less than 5 seconds before issuing orders for everyone to leave, then nonchalantly closed the lid, as if this were part of his daily. He sat there in a daze in the cabin cover all day long, until the sky darkened and fog began to rise, finally leading him to make some big decisions by sheer inspiration. He stood, ordered everyone to open the lid, let gas escape, then had all dragged onto the deck unfazed. Though unaware of his intent, everyone complied, frantically hauling bodies onto the deck, fearing divine retribution. The sight of the bodies mingled with the fog created an indescribably eerie scene. Then everyone got busy according to Lao Jiang's orders. They burned all the wallets and pictures of the deceased, leaving no trace for investigations, and just as everyone was still processing it, Lao Jiang abruptly grabbed an axe and fiercely brought it down on the corpses, as if it were a performance, no matter what the reasons were. Everyone grabbed knives and began chopping up the bodies. The scene on deck looked like hell on earth, with blood and bits flying everywhere. In the midst of it, Chang Zhu suddenly noticed that there seemed to be one female body missing, but as soon as he mentioned it, Dong Zhai cut him off and he urged all to act. While busy, Hong Mei hid in a corner, trembling as she watched. She desperately tried to keep quiet, but fear made her legs weak, and she barely managed to lean against the wall as she shuffled back to the engine room. Frequent dismembers know the first attempt is uncomfortable, especially with many bodies. Those with weak minds may break down. Meanwhile, Uncle, who was busy cleaning the bloodstains on the deck, and his mutters were clearly audible, it was obvious he was breaking down. Chang Zhu, handling tools, heard the noise from the engine room. Curious, he entered, sniffing head caught a secret scent. This time, Hong Mei hid 2 meters from Chang Zhu, knowing she'd soon be discovered, but Dong Zhai arrived promptly, took Chang Zhu away swiftly, and prevented an accident. Sailor Zhang gathered everyone, warning them to keep quiet ashore and bury the secret. King Ji backtalked, prompting a slap and a scream. The slap startled the already distraught Uncle Hu then ran to the barrel burning the deceased's ID, ignoring the flames. La Jiang watched, ice cold. Dong Zhai, learning all from the noodles, rushed to find Hong Mei. He tried to explain, but was met with strong resistance from Hong Mei, and the voices outside forced him to quickly cover her mouth so they wouldn't be discovered. As the two lay on the ground watching who entered, it turned out to be Uncle Hu and Lao Jiang. At that moment, Lao Jiang was pressing Uncle Hu for answers about what he intended to do. Seeing Uncle Hu clutch half-burned ID, muttering about going to the police station, Lao Jiang flew into a rage. Seizing Uncle Hu's distraction, he grabbed a pipe, swung it hard at his head, and struck repeatedly. Only after Uncle Hu was truly dead did Lao Jiang quickly clean up the blood, drag the body out, and throw it into the sea amidst the fog. Dong Zhai and Hong Mei, having seen it all, trembled with fear, clinging tightly, perhaps from some unspoken emotion. 2 lonely souls began to intertwine in this cramped space, finding comfort in each other's warmth. When Dong Zhai snapped back to reality, he suddenly realized the situation he was in, which filled him with panic. An unexpected event soon occurred when he returned to the deck and saw the sailor leading a search for Uncle Hu. He panicked and wanted to join in. But when he turned around, he saw Chang Zhu slip into the henhouse, immediately causing Dong Zhai to panic, not expecting to find themselves in the eye of the storm. When he rushed over in a panic, he saw that Chang Zhu had already caught Hong Mei, and without hesitation, he launched a kick that sent Chang Zhu tumbling. The two instantly got into a scuffle, drawing the attention of others, and Hong Mei was consequently exposed to their sight. Confronted by Lao Jiang's sharp gaze, Hong Mei quickly claimed ignorance, while Dong Zhai promised to register marriage after disembarking. However, Lao Jiang clearly didn't buy it, ordering Chang Zhu and King Ji to restrain Dong Zhai while Sailor Jiang took Hong Mei away to deal with her. Despite Dong Zhai's fierce struggles, it was all in vain, and he could only watch helplessly as Hong Mei was led away. Just when he felt despair setting in, Chang Zhu unexpectedly loosened his grip, and it was a blunder. That little slip resulted in Sailor Zhang's head meeting a nail, immediately sending him off to an eternal break. The camera then pans over to Dong Zhai, who is seen attempting to contact the Coast Guard via walkie-talkie, his mind entirely occupied by whimsical visions of the future. As soon as he shouted the coordinates, the door was kicked open by Lao Jiang, who stepped inside and knocked him flat with a blow. Then Chang Zu and King Ju dragged Dong Chai away, while others nearby were busy handling tools in the fishing cabin. He pushed Dong Chai straight down, and as he gradually adjusted to the dim light, to his surprise, he found Hong Mei hiding there. The two, facing their uncertain future, embraced tightly, encouraging each other just as misfortune loomed. But soon, the hatch suddenly opened, and Chang Zu peeked in, spotting Hong Mei, sending the situation spiraling out of control. Chang Zu leaped over and jumped into the fishing cabin, and as soon as he landed, he got into a fierce fight with Dong Chai. Upon witnessing this, King Ju hurriedly rushed in to offer his assistance. Suddenly, a shovel struck King Ju from behind Hong Mei, knocking him unconscious. He erupted in fury, attacking Hong Mei wildly. At this moment, no one on the ship realized that everyone's mind was a bit off kilter. Dong Chai's gaze suddenly grew cold and resolute as he stared at Chang Zu disrobing, as if preparing to end it all.